I fuck with Dr. Sebi.
Led me to the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Got
Got the same shit I got. The green shit hard.
Yeah, that's the thing that brings us life. You gotta put life inside your body. You can't eat nothing that's dead, bro.
You know what's
gonna feel dead.
Let me tell you what's even crazier. Let me tell you
What's
what's
crazy is that diseases is not hereditary, bro.
It's dietary.
It's dietary,
It's
bro.
all
Everything that
about
we eat gets passed down, bro.
And every
Which becomes hereditary.
Because y'all
It's
eat the
just
same
habits.
thing. Your mom been
Larry
making
Bond.
that
Big Mom.
salty-ass, shitty-ass chicken.
No, and that's all. And it's just and they think it's
Diabetes.
hereditary because it's passed down from
they eat the
slavery
same
days.
thing.
But that's a whole nother can of worms to go into. But that's where all them bad habits come from. Where if you go back to Africa, we wasn't eating no chitlins. We wasn't frying we wasn't frying nothing. We was eating everything from the ground up, and we was we was doing everything over here is backwards. We lost our way.
Absolutely.
Motherfuckers is finding it.
Word is
You know what's even crazier? One of the things that I used to do, I got to get back to doing it, is when I first used to wake up in the morning.
First thing I eat is food.
ground, bro.
A lot of shit.
Electricity.
Salad.
You gotta ground yourself, put your
water.
feet right on the natural
Yeah.
ground, and just get that shit through your body, man.
Right.
It's too often we got boots on, we got something on our feet, and we never getting in tune with nature, getting in tune with the earth. Like we really gotta that's
32.
That ass.
that shit make you.
432 hertz.
But and then the more people are the more people are grounded like this, the less of that bullshit you find with motherfuckers when motherfuckers wanna hurt each other, motherfuckers wanna do harm to each other. When you connected, and then you connected, then we all connected. We already are connected, but this makes it even more. Like it's almost like an information highway for us to be able to get one thing to another, energy from one to another. But everybody circles it through the ground. But
Also because your body has meridian pathways in your hands and your feet, which send electrical signals to your bodies.
oh yeah,
That's what allows us. We send out, like right now, me and you have an order that connect. They say it goes out 6 feet, so that's what that whole 6 feet thing was about. Distance yourself from people. They're supposed to say 6 feet, but in reality, they don't want you to connect with the motherfucker because we kind of have like a telepathy type of thing going, the electricity, that if you stop it at a certain point, it won't reach the other person,
Right.
It's vital that we keep that going.
I don't want to get too crazy. Nah, because we was talking about this, like when you start thinking about. It depends on where where you are, but when you start thinking about other beings, none of them don't talk, but they can communicate, and they all communicate telepathically.
That ass though. I thought about that.
And I saw something else where they got something where they was doing these experiments, the government, where they make you go into this deep trance-like situation, and they try to get you to connect both sides of your brain so you can astral project out of your body.
Damn.
And that's the only way. So through your spirit is the only way that you can time travel and shit. But that's a whole. I'm not too versed in it, but my other studies lead me to believe that there's some accuracy in it.
For real. I believe it.
There's some accuracy in it.
What we talking about?
Talking about
Anything. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, how other species and other beings don't communicate verbally.
For sure.
They communicate telepathically.
100%. 100%. I learned that from Mike Tyson, actually.
Where's mine, Mike? You be watching that shit? Where's mine?
Yeah, shit. I didn't even, and I learned my shit through a whole different, other sources and shit like that. As a matter of fact, I recently saw something in regards to the government doing, having, almost like Area 57 or Area 54, whatever the fuck it is, that everybody kept saying didn't exist, but it wound up did exist. Yeah, they got, y'all familiar with Snowden, right? Eric Snowden? The dude who did all the leaks. There's so many people that, so much shit goes on that so many people forgot about him. He leaked so much shit, but one of the things was they had this experiment that they was working on the government to where they trying to make the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere connect so you can astral project out of yourself, and that's the way that you are able to time travel and do all that shit. I believe it because the spirit is that we not this. We are the spirit.
Our heart is not even what keeps us alive. Our heart is no different than our stomach, than our intestines,
it's just another muscle.
than our eyes.
Another organ.
Our soul is what propels us.
Yeah.
And what connects us to other people.
Shit, when you close your eyes, you see those motherfucking lights. You know something.
Even that, they say, when you if you look at, because this the thing. When you start talking about movies and shit like that, nobody ever came up with nothing off the top of their head. They got that shit from somewhere. So when you see all these other beings that they portray in the movies and shit like that, it's because they have some kind of something that they
behind that,
derived
yeah.
it from.
Yeah.
All of those other
That's
beings, the one
funny.
thing you'll notice is that a lot of those other beings that they would call extraterrestrial beings, one thing you'll notice is they don't really have our type of form body because they don't need it.
Right.
They could provide everything. They could replenish themselves. They could communicate. They could do everything telepathically. So they don't need. So their bodies all. E.T. The only thing that might be big on them is
We-
what?
we-
What's the
we-
only
weirdos
thing that
and
might be
close.
big
His
on an
finger?
alien?
Oh, his head. His head.
Exactly.
You're right.
That's the only thing. It's because they're using that to its fullest capacity to telepathically do everything else. But the rest of their body be frail as hell. You look at E.T. You look at any of the fucking alien movies, it's gonna have that same basic format when you look at an extraterrestrial. The body's gonna be frail as hell because these bodies don't really mean nothing. They mean something here because we use it on this, but our souls and everything on the
they won't
inside is
really
what
work.
matters.
They won't work in metaphysical
Yeah.
areas because it's flesh.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not gonna be able to pass through different paradigms and different.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to have my shit right while I'm here now. Like, don't
Yeah, of
get me
course.
fucked up. But like, this shit is way more. Or the brain and the
They probably
brain-
don't beef with each other, so they don't need to work out when they aliens. They probably just.
Yeah, they don't really beef with each
Well, there's
other.
galactic wars.
The
There's definitely
brain
galactic wars.
to get the knowledge and the.
But
soul.
it's probably like
That's what you need.
a battleship.
It's galactic wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They ain't,
You know what I
they
mean?
ain't doing no hand
Yeah,
in
they
hand.
ain't like
They be looking
wrestling.
at- They probably be looking at us like we crazy. So what's going on?
They just blow your whole planet up. Keep that shit pushing.
4.378. Dee.
Just is better. Like if I had it my way, I'm not where I need to be just yet.
Yo, it takes 3 hours for melons to digest.
For melons.
3 hours for melons to digest. Where is it going? That's on Yaki Awaken, real talk. So that shit is basically like taking the bricks of a house and building it up versus taking a house, breaking it down, taking the shit you broke down and building it back up.
and saying, let me get rid of the bullshit I don't need, because a lot of the meat got bullshit in it.
Exactly.
I know.
So this is the fruit, guy. You got it. You got it. Word is bond.
Fruit is
That ass
When
though.
you want to eat right, that shit just be.
Yeah.
Either you got to eat a lot of it, and it could get a little pricey, because meat is pricey too if you
That's
get
how
the
they
right
make. That's how
kind.
they make it, guys.
Yeah, because they don't want you healthy.
You just gotta be abundant.
I'll tell you, that's why instead of getting a little shit that's cut up already, I get the whole fucking melon, cut that bitch right in half. Boom, saran wrap it, put one in the fridge, one I'm eating right off rip. Eat the whole thing. God forbid, I go, boy, Jamaica fucked me up. Can't eat no more mangoes after Jamaica. I went to Jamaica during mango season. These mangoes over here, get them the fuck out of here, man.
That shit is probably good as hell.
Them mangoes over there, I'm talking about you walking around, you plucking them right off the trees here.
Mm.
Right? The skin right off with your teeth and eating that motherfucker, throwing the seed out the window. Delicious. Anytime they mass produce the shit that they do here in America, when they mass produce fruits and vegetables and shit, that should be taken away from it. And then they be freezing it to transport it all crazy. Ain't nothing like getting it fresh off the. Because my grandmother, she grew grapes and shit. She grew all our vegetables when we was young. We ate all vegetables from Sunday through Wednesday out of my grandmother's garden. Now she got her own compost. She had everything.
That's what I'm trying to
Vine,
do.
fruit, green grapes right off the vine. Right off. She had a big thing that she made with cinnamon blocks and shit. That she green grapes, red grapes. She was about as wide as the whole thing. Fire, God. You just pick it, red cherry tomatoes, pick them right up. Squash. She grew watermelons. They don't grow this big. She used to live in Gables. She passed away, but she used to live in Gables. She had a green thumb. I say, like my brother, like me and my brother ate good. We ate good when my grandmother was alive.
You know why fruit is the most intelligent food source?
Because it's coming directly from the
It's even more. It's closest to the sun.
sun too. Yeah,
So
that's what it's eating.
Yeah.
Where's Bond
So
though?
like the veggies come from the ground, so they're still, intelligent. But the fruit is nothing else grows higher than that.
And the source and where it's growing from. Like your soil and stuff gotta be good, but it actually grows tougher. And the only reason why, because I had my little plants and shit. Right? I had the and I learned a lot with the plants. That was what made me learn more about plants and fruits like them. Snipping the leaves and making sure that all the sun go all the way to where. Fuck with it. But it took me to grow.
Some weed.
to grow ganja to fucking like start studying that shit.
Hey, what's y'all name this YouTube video? I'm gonna name a black man talk about.
With the heat, it felt like that with the heat. When it's hot as hell, all I can really eat is fruit and seafood.